Ay, then I'll just scoop it back up.
Neto?
Mama! 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 Call an ambulance! Get me from my family! No! What are you doing? You stupid shit! Wake up!
It was very, very true to her and very real. She's lived that moment.
Cut.
I deal a lot with ODs or kids that want to die or kids that had died. And whether it's an OD or it's a drive-by shooting or whatever suicide it is, you know, kids are still taking their lives away. They're playing with dynamite and they don't even recognize it.
Do I think it's worth it? No, but you know, when you get started, it's like, you know, you just can't stop till they put you away, you know, till they really, really put you away. They gave me 4 years. 4 years. Freedom taken away, you know. Wake up 6 o'clock, go to breakfast, and program day by day. Being at the top, I was always used to, but I could still be at the top when I get out, but I just got to do it legally. I don't want to come back and go through the same routine over and over, you know, and next time it'll be more time that I get if I get caught.
Folsom Prison near Sacramento is where a lot of the gang kids wind up. Many spend their entire adult lives behind these walls.
That's how it goes with me. Well, I'm not a rebel, but I'm known to rebel against ignorance, keeping my brothers in jail, or hell, whichever one you are living in, friend. And if you think it's hell, you never been in the pen. Homeboys is doing time waiting on an appeal. Attitudes get adjusted because we fight with steel. Human lives being took, characters are destroyed, and when the gates rack, it's not funny no more. And it's hard to stay together in a two-man cell. To make a long story short, the pen is hell. To me, and every brother that I know in the pen is running one marathon with the dreadful end. To reach the dark shadow at the India Road is a chance you'll take with the word parole. Another man trying to tell you how to live your life, how to raise your kids and treat your wife. Beat the clock, but you won't beat time, and you will never cheat the world out of hearing my rhyme, because every episode of writing's coming fresh from here. Just like the book of life is what the devil fear. By trade, I run the mic with the best of skills, dropping knowledge on paper with a pen and wheel. I'm not wise as now, but I'm wise enough to understand ain't nothing changed, and the world is rough.
Prison's nice, ain't it? Hey, Godfather, what's going on? There's some gangsters right here. There's some real gangsters. Excuse me, fellas. Excuse me, coming through. I've probably seen a little bit of everything in here. I've seen from sodomy to murder to an inmate hanging to an inmate jumping off the 5th tier because he had a deer John later. Anything that a human being is capable of doing to another human being, I've probably seen it a time or two in here.
Don't cling them.
Folsom Prison is a maximum security prison. 1/3 of everybody here is doing some kind of a life sentence. About 1/3 of everybody we've got here is some kind of sex offender. So having all you civilians, 88 civilians, coming in, it's taking a chance. It's taking a big chance.
What point you say, go that way? Or you'll say, go up that way. When you go up that way, you go over there and you wait for me, or you wait for the white guy with...
We actually convinced the prison to let us use real inmates as extras in many of the scenes.
We need you guys to be doing the real thing and not be paying any attention to us. Some of you facing different directions. We're not going to just shoot this way. We're going to move around, east side, coming around, different angles.
I don't know what you guys do, you know? It happens. But when it happens, you do it.
I'm moving these guys out on the yard right here, kind of facing each other, and then do some exercises in this area. I want...
Well, I'm the leader. Leader ain't got exercise.
Leader ain't got exercise. Leader just watch.
There were only 7 actors on the main yard when we were filming there. All the rest of the hundreds of men out there were real inmates of Folsom.
As far as I know, it's the first time thing ever to happen here, where they've allowed people from the outside to come in and dress as convicts. It made a lot of stress on all the gunners when the situation was occurring. When they first came in, it was no big deal. I seen a green vest. I knew right away that these people must be in the movie, and I was thinking maybe they were going to have them keep those vests on for mingling with the inmate population. When they came off immediately, I lost who they were. I was concerned about if something was to happen and I have to fire my warning shot, would I be firing at an inmate or would I be firing at an actor?
One day while we were filming out in the main yard, the alarms sounded and some guards came running by. A moment later, an inmate was rushed by on a gurney. We had no idea what happened, but we imagined it had been some kind of assault or stabbing.
He got hit over the head with a weight pile, like a round weight or the dumbbell. But it happens all the time, It's just because racial stuff, you know what I mean? Somebody disrespects someone else, and they just start, getting off on each other.
This is a different world from out there. It's dangerous in here. It's dangerous. It's real dangerous in here. Because there's people in here that ain't got nothing better to do but be dangerous.
When you come here, your life is don't mean a dime anymore. You got to have eyes everywhere. Because anytime, any moment, somebody can take your life for anything.
All these weapons are made to stab somebody or to have somebody stabbed. Some of the weapons that are confiscated here at Folsom Prison. For example, this weapon here was used on our main yard. You could still see the blood on it. And this was actual called hit from one of the gang members. That means an inmate who we call a shot caller asked an inmate or told an inmate to stab somebody. A lot of our aluminum pieces are found inside our dining room area. They're cut from there. We have plastic weapons that are utilized here. Plastic spoons, styrofoam cups, combs, and Ziploc bags. They're melted down, and then they're sharpened. Inmates are very ingenious. For example, here's a weapon that was found in our facility just recently. As you can see, that's a pretty effective weapon.
Gangs in prison are much more intense and ruthless than gangs on the streets. They control many aspects of prison life, including who lives and who dies.
You got Crips, you got Red Rags, you got BGF, you got Aryan Brotherhoods, you got Skinheads, you got Southern Mafias, you got the Northern Enemies. It's an identity thing.
When they first started, gangs were formed to protect their own against the other races. That was one of the reasons. Another main reason was when you first came into the institutions, they were there to help you out, to get you started.
The main thing once you get to prison that you realize is survival. And I'm talking about all kinds of survival. I'm not talking about survival just your life. I'm talking about your manhood and a whole lot of other things. So you click up to stay a man.
If a gang member is asked to stab somebody, he's expected to do it. If he refuses, he's often chosen as the next victim. That's what happens in the scene.
To shank somebody here, would they actually go for the heart or would they try to get underneath the solar plexus?
To tell you the truth, they'd go for the one-shot kill.
I once got caught up in a situation like that where an order was given to me to stab another inmate. That's what happened when they asked me to do this. He straight out let me know, you don't have to do it. Then again, I already knew, since the time I've been around, I already knew that if I didn't do it, chances are down the line, it was gonna catch up to me. He used to be my neighbor in the tier, and so we used to talk to each other and that, and I got him all buddy talking next to me. So, I get him next to a bar where we're working out. And while he's doing his bar work, I just so happen to stab him towards around this area.
Open your eyes, Vato.
Everybody down now!
The only means to respect in here is aggression. I mean, if you can't kick ass, if you can't back a person up off your line, you're gonna get taxed. And usually the taxation be getting ran up in. Taxation usually be becoming a victim of your environment.
When we gonna do the rape scene?
The rape scene is probably gonna be done at the end of the week.
Good. We got us a customer over here.
For a lot of the people here, they're never getting out. This is their home for the rest of their lives. And whatever possibilities they had are over. It's gone. And if this movie can keep some young kid or some young kids from wasting the chance, the one chance that they have at life, then this movie and the risk that we've taken will have been worth it.
I never thought I was going to end up in prison. I mean, I'm out there 25 years, and all of a sudden I get 15 to life. I say, whoa, you know? It's no game. This is not a game. It's something that, even now, every day, tell you the truth, every day, I sit back in my cell, lay down on my bunk, and I think a lot.
"16 in life without. That's the kind of loser I'm talking about. Got charged with murder in the first degree, 'cause he shot another man doing a robbery. His attitude was bad, no remorse was felt, so they gave him the shaft and tried him as an adult. And now his future is gone because he chose to rob, when all he had to do was go and get his punk ass a job. So take notes if you will. This ain't no ordinary rhyme. It's a message, my friends. Only losers do time.
From generation to generation, we've been taught, oh, going to jail is fun. You come out, you come as a hero. Our kids don't have no heroes. There's no Latino heroes in East LA.
When I was growing up here, my dad was always in and out of prison. When I needed somebody to play ball with, somebody to play catch with, I always had older homeboys like Mundo, Flappers, Chanclas, Steve DeFrancis, and them. They were around, and they were there for the kids, and they'd throw the baseball with me for an hour, half hour, and even if it was 5, 10 minutes. But see, they became role models in my life. I didn't look at them as gang members. I didn't look at them as a bad person. I looked at them as somebody that paid attention to me.
Frijoles.
Usted, señor, queremos saber si es posible tomar una parte de la película por aquí y poder entrar y tomar la foto de aquí. Yo me quedo acá afuera.
We didn't close this setup, and people are watching this. People are getting exposed to this, and this is Olmos. So somewhere along the line, some child is going to say, hey, if he can do it, and I look like him, why can't I do it?
Are we going to be in the movie, though?
Oh, yeah. You guys are in the movie right now. Yeah? You're in the movie, yeah. Look at it.
Oh my God!
I think role models are the most important thing kids can have in their lives now. What I hope I bring is an ability for them to see that it is possible to dream and hold on to those dreams.
Cut. That's it. One more time.
For me to get out of the gang is really gonna be hard. Because like I said, it's just like a family. I'm gonna have to be living it little by little, stay away from it. Those guys that been gang members too, I know pretty sure inside they want to change just like me. So it's good having it, then filming it around this neighborhood. And then especially two gangs working together that don't get along. Nobody has ever done that before, you know. Working together, it amazed me.
They treated you like you were somebody, not like you were just some scum off the streets, you know, some, you know, gang member and all that. They treated you like you were somebody. They treated